Hello, hello. We're live. I'm going to hop over to Instagram and go live there as well. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. I'm clicking the live on the Instagram, so thanks for your patience. And now we're live on Facebook and Instagram at the same time. I'm here tonight, January the 25th, I believe it is. This is Todd Farber.
25th it is, babe.
Thank you. This is Todd Farber, garden guy, Aggie horticulturist. I have got a week's worth of Facebook questions,
Woo.
information, hot topics. I don't mean them to be hot topics, but sometimes we put things out there and it becomes a hot topic.
She's been busy.
I have been busy. Y'all have been busy, and we appreciate you. And if you are watching tonight live, thank you.
Hey, we have one.
Could you drop us a comment or ask us a question? We'll do our very best to answer your questions right here live. If we can't answer it, then I'll answer it later for you. We'll figure it out. And drop your questions later. If you're watching this later, not live, go ahead. Drop us your garden questions for Zone 9, A or B. And of course, any landscaping questions, because this guy is a pro. 33 years of real landscaping experiences. He has not written any big books or official papers, but he sure has gotten his hands dirty a lot. So I'm pretty sure the guy knows what he's talking about. Here's the thing. I've raised 5 kids. You can take advice from me about children because that's all I've done. But if I just wrote a book and I never had any kids or never raised any, I don't think I know what I'm talking about. This guy has done a lot. So you can trust him to tell you what he has seen and what actually works for our area, which is the Houston, Sugar Land, Missouri City area. Welcome in tonight and welcome Instagram. Leave your comments as well. So we're going to start off. The first segment is going to be, what you should do this week, or this week you should. And if you want to comment the word week, W-E-E-K, at the bottom of this video live or later, if you watch it later, a lot of people do. If you comment the word week, W-E-E-K, I will shoot you this week's to-dos for Zone 9, A and B. Todd Farber?
Yes, ma'am.
It's time.
All right, let's
sit up, my darling, and let's go.
I was taking the casual approach, but here we go.
Right?
It's been a long day.
Whew. All right.
The weather was wonderful today.
Oh, yeah.
All you people drying out. It's pretty saturated today out in the field, but we got the job done. The client was happy, so we're looking forward to tomorrow.
Right. So tell me, this week in Zone 9A, B, or Zone 9, that was controversial this week. Okay. Anyway, tell me, Todd Farber, garden guy, what do I need to do this week?
Well, one of the things you need to do is pruning and maintenance. You need to check your garden for any dead or damaged branches or branches on trees, shrubs, and perennial plants, which are probably toast right now. But that doesn't mean they're dead.
That's true. We can talk about that in a little bit.
And we talked about scratch tests before, or you may have seen one of our videos this week. So if your perennials have turned to mush, obviously there's a scratch test. So there's other ways to find out whether they're still alive. And we'll go over that later. You want to prune them back to encourage healthy growth and as the temperatures start to warm up this week.
2.
Oh, we will be planting cool season vegetables in Zone 9.
Yeah, and I mentioned you can go ahead and plant, I put this out, kale, broccoli, cauliflower,
spinach,
or cauliflower,
Popeye,
carrots. You can set out your onion sets. Would you see what I did there? I had someone who asked me the seeds. I'm not a pro on this one, but I believe it's the sets that you need to put out.
Yeah, you can grow onions from seeds, but it takes a long time, and you probably need to start those indoors, like in November.
I put earlier you would need to, I think it was Alan. He's going to kill me for not knowing his name. No, Bruce. It's Bruce Maresh. Bruce, great guy. I told him the seeds for onions would have been started back last year.
Correct.
So go ahead and plant your onion sets, and then also potatoes or potatoes. Or taters.
Taters.
Whatever you want to call it. Go ahead, dear. 3. Oh.
Well, if you're planning to grow warm season vegetables or flowers from seeds, start them indoors to give them a head start before transplanting them outdoors when the weather warms up.
Next, number 4.
Mulch and weed control, probably the most important thing you can do early in the spring if you're not planning on doing a lot of landscaping. Once you've cleaned up your yard, got rid of the mush, to give your plants a well insulated.
Yeah, so mulch the garden beds, weed, blah, blah, blah. Number 5.
Monitor soil moisture. Extremely important.
That means if your yard is dry, would you please water it?
Now, after the last
Is
3
that
days,
means? Oh, okay.
take a
Sorry.
break.
You don't need to water right now. I said if it's dry. Obviously, if you're watching this later and it's dry. Okay, guys, use your common sense.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Number 6, inspect for pests and diseases.
Number 6. Go ahead.
Well, if you catch them early enough, you can ward off any major problems in your garden or landscape this year.
That's true.
Being a little proactive instead of reactive.
Anything, guys. That's with anything. Give me the last one, bro. Number 7.
Plan for spring. Use this time to plan your garden layout in the upcoming spring season. Consider which plants you want to grow, where you'll want to place them, and any changes or improvements you want to make in your garden.
If you want this information in your inbox on Facebook, I will message it to you later tonight or tomorrow. All you have to do is comment the word week, WEEK. And if you see this video later and you want this list, you just have to comment what word, dear?
Week.
The word week, WEEK.
Which gets you into the next week and not being weak.
Yeah, not WEEK, EAK, like, oh, I'm so weak. But week, like the 7 days.
Yes.
Like I taught your kids.
That's
7
right.
days of the week.
Oh, we got a couple.
Oh, people. Hello. When is the best time? Christy Sanchez, I'm going to take your call. I started to say, I'm going to take your
You're
call.
the next contestant on The Price is Right.
I'm a goof. Oh, Christy, I'm going to take your call. When is the best time to plant grass?
Well,
Planting grass, that's an interesting way she phrased it. I'm going to just say something real quick. If you are where we live, you don't really plant grass, you lay sod. I will, if you allow me to, Christy, I will correct you. When is the best time to lay St. Augustine sod, garden guy?
Well, once this weather has passed, which it just did, and the lawns and sod farms start drying up a little where they can get out and cut new fresh sod anytime in February, March, April.
So say starting February.
Yeah, it's fine. If they're cutting grass, it's good to plant. Even in cold weather, if grass is available, it's okay to plant.
I gave you a short answer there, Christy. I put lay sod starting February. So he's right. Of course he's right. I mean, hello.
When your soil starts warming up and the, I guess, garden centers start carrying grass, it's
That's
okay
a
to plant
sign.
because they're not going to carry it if it's not viable to put out.
That's a good way for people to know. So when I'm gonna run it again. When can I lay St. Augustine sod? I can lay it when I start seeing it in the garden centers, right?
Correct.
That's a nice quick sign for an average homeowner to know when it's time.
Now, my personal rule of thumb for our company is
Tell them your personal rule of thumb for laying St. Augustine sod.
after 33 years in this industry.
I'm listening.
She said I never wrote a book, but if I did, this would be in it. I don't lay.
I'm not publishing and editing that book. I've already done a lot for you.
I do not lay St. Augustine sod or Bermuda under 32 degrees, and I will not plant grass or lay sod over 100 degrees.
There.
If the temperature, those are my two parameters. Anything in between, you are good to go, and just make sure it's well watered.
Yeah, keep it watered. And if it gets some kind of chinch disease, whatever, get on it fast. Don't. It's just like
those are cinch, not chinch, whatever you want to call it.
They are. Just don't. Y'all need to get on stuff. Quit coming on from behind. Get in front of it.
That's right.
All right, that's a different segment. All right, let me see if I have any more questions. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep going. Thank you for joining us. I am going to go with what I call your questions segment. These are questions that we got from Facebook or Instagram this week that I thought were good and interesting. My first question, Garden Guy, is from this name. There's no way that I'm going to get it right, but I'm going to try. Her name is Peggy Lavinka. It's HLA. And then the last name is Savutikin. SEVUKTEKIN. She wants to know. I thought this was a cool question. Here's the question. Is it easy to grow potatoes? And how do you do it? In grow bags from Amazon. So I actually have the answer on this one. Those are cool, right?
Those are really cool. And
They're
they
neat.
really do work.
They work. So here is exactly what you wanted to know. And if y'all are listening to this later and you want to know everything about these grow bags for potatoes, then just comment below. I want to know more about the potatoes and I'll get it to you.
You can actually grow your own French fries.
Oh my gosh, baby. No, you can't.
Potatoes.
You can grow potatoes. You can't grow French fries. That's like saying you can get chocolate milk from a brown cow. Just don't upset people. All right. Can you grow? Y'all see what I've been with? Can you grow potatoes in grow bags from Amazon, Garden Guy? Yes, you can. 1, choose your grow bag from Amazon. I guess other people have them too, but you need to choose one. Select your seed potatoes. You can tell us how to cut the seed potatoes for.
You want to make sure if your seed potato has more than one eye and you're going to divide it, make sure that the portion that you're going to plant has an eye or two.
I'm going to rewind because if you are going to grow potatoes, this is for me because I never knew about it.
Because you don't speak potato?
Because I don't speak potato. Because I'm from Indiana.
You like French fries though?
Oh, this is how you do it. You get those seed potatoes like from Enchanted or Wabash
or a feed store.
Feed store. And you get them out of the bag and they have little eyes on them. This is what he said. And you cut.
Not that kind of eye.
You cut the potato where each little piece that you have has an eye.
Correct.
And then you let it sit out for how long?
At least a day or two for the potato on the backside where you cut it to callus.
Callus over. Got that? All right. And then if you're using a grow bag, you've got your potato that you can plant. All right. So we're going to keep going. Prepare your grow bag. You're going to put soil in it and maybe compost. You're going to plant these little boogers in there, 4 to 6 inches deep in the soil. And the eyes need to face
up toward the sky.
Yeah, that's that. Now, watering and care. Water them. Okay. Sunlight. They got to be in the sun. Fertilize them if they need it. It's pretty much it. Harvest your potatoes. There's a lot more to it. I have the info if you want the real specifics. You can comment below whatever word you want, potato, and I'll send it to you. Sorry, my hair keeps getting in my eye. So that's the thing on potatoes. I never knew how potatoes were grown. I did eat an incredible amount of mashed potatoes as a child in Indiana, but I did not know about this whole, I just didn't know. So you've got the potato, they're seed potatoes though, they're not the ones from the grocery store. And then you cut them where the little eyes are showing, and then you let them callus over, they dry out. And then Todd showed me that honestly for me, I'm not big on outdoor gardening because I have skin issues, but I think potatoes are one of the neatest things to grow.
Especially the purple ones you like.
I like the purple ones. And then when our kids
have y'all ever seen a purple potato?
They have. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I like when they're ready and you pull it up, I like to see all the potatoes that you get, right? Are you staring at me?
Your eyes.
Oh my gosh.
You know, like the eye of the potato?
Eye of the potato. All right. I hope that was helpful to Peggy, whose last name is amazing, but I can't say it. That's that one. Here's another question. Oh, Sylvia. Sylvia says, here's looking at you, kid. Absolutely. Hey, thanks for commenting. Oh, here's the question. Chill hours for plants? Are there chill hours for plants?
Well, the best way I can answer that is
I thought it was only like for
fruit trees.
Fruit trees. There are chill hours for fruit trees.
More specifically for fruit trees, and you need to purchase a fruit tree that receives enough chill hours so it will set the fruit, or the flowers will set and the fruits will form. Now, if you plant a extremely high chill hour fruit tree in our area, we will never reach that amount, and they will not fruit.
When you're RM Torres, thank you for your question. When you are looking for a fruit tree for this area, you need to just get on Google and find out, put your zone in wherever you are and find out the fruit trees that grow here. And don't just go over there like me, like a woman, and be like, oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful fruit tree I've ever seen. It doesn't matter. I've done it. And they don't grow. Okay. You've got to buy the ones that actually work. So do your research. You can use the internet, find out the fruit trees that will work. Just because they carry it at any of the garden places does not mean diddly squat. True or not?
That's true. So these garden centers, Home Depot or Lowe's, I'm not picking on, they buy in bulk, and they're not always
Hope that helps you, Miss Torres.
zone specific. So make sure that you
just do your research. Make sure that you buy. I like Stark Bros, Stark BROS, Stark Brothers in Missouri for researching fruit trees.
Correct.
I love them. I love their products. We like their products. We use them. Well, we have them at our farm and our property. So
they sell bare root.
Yeah, we like Stark Bros or Stark Brothers. So if you want, we're not sponsored by anyone except he sponsors my life. Stark Brothers. We like them for fruit trees for online. I'm sure there's plenty of other people and there's great people around here. So no disrespect there. But we like Stark Brothers. Hop on their website and you can research your trees from there, Miss Torres. Find out the ones though that grow in this area. And then you'll have the ones that have the chill hours for this area.
Right.
Once again, ladies, don't get on Pinterest and find the cutest trees you've ever seen and then go buy the cutest tree you've ever seen and then be disappointed it doesn't do nothing because it ain't going to work. You have to buy the right one. And I learned that from him because I didn't know. I didn't know it. I like to buy the cute stuff too. Here is another question. Thank you for commenting. Garden Guy.
Yes.
Does seeing brown grass in the winter mean my St. Augustine is dead?
No, it does not. Seeing brown grass in the winter means your St. Augustine has gone dormant.
Yep.
Seeing brown patches in the wintertime means you probably had brown patch in the fall and you're seeing the remnants of it. Other brown patches you might see in the fall means you had chinch bugs earlier in the year and that was the damage they left behind. But if your whole yard is consistently brown, that is what it's supposed to do when it gets cold and for the St. Augustine to go dormant. Now, within the next couple of weeks, as we warm up, you will see your St. Augustine slowly start to turn green again.
You should.
And if you don't,
you have a problem. All right, there's your grass question. Here's another question.
Yes.
This is from Instagram. Instagram handle is DIBERNO, Diberno. She said, I'm curious about, and I've got this one, baby.
Okay.
I'm curious about how accurate this list is for my area. Oh, you know what? I need to give you background. So I caused quite a stir on Facebook, on the Instagram, by quoting the USDA hardiness zone last frost date. I did not make this stuff up, and I don't work at the USDA. Okay. So I put it out there. I pushed it out there. And with that, many folks were fighting me. No, they weren't fighting me. I'm messing. They were chiming in, and that's great. I actually love it. I love to see y'all's opinions and your thoughts. So keep on doing that. So the USDA last frost date for this zone, 9A and B, is they're saying January 31st. All I'm doing, man, is re-reporting the information. I didn't write it. So that caused a little consternation. Di Burno on Instagram wanted to know how accurate that was for her area. She told me she's in Austin. Her zone went from 9 to 8B. And then she said something that y'all all said. Oh my gosh, there was a huge ice storm in 2021. And what am I going to do? And what resources can I study about this? So this is what y'all need to hear. She wanted to know, what resources can I study when it comes to frost dates and weather and this and that? So this is what I think she was asking me. She wants to know, how can I study the vicissitudes of weather?
Well, since I can't spell that,
Vicissitudes?
I'll leave the answer to her.
So how can any of us know what the weather is going to be?
We can't.
Weather forecasters are the only people that are paid to be wrong most of the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. So if you did not like the fact that I reposted the last frost date from the USDA for our zone as January 31st, I'm fine with it. I don't work at the USDA. And if you want to tell me that there was a big, I remember the 21 freeze, and I know one guy's like, I've lived here 78 years. That, you know what? That's cool. I've lived here a while too. But here's the thing. Weather is all over the map, man.
It's unpredictable.
It has vicissitudes, and it involves studying scientific disciplines like meteorology, climatology, and atmospheric science. And that's what I told the lady on Instagram, and she appreciated it. So here are some of the things, if you want to get real nerdy, that you can study if you want to bust the USDA and their frost date for our zone. Data collection from meteorologists. You can analyze some stuff from scientists. You can look at computer models with atmospheric processes. You can do field studies, climate studies with climatologists. You can sense technologies, use satellite, aircraft. I don't have access to any of these, but if you integrate all of these things, then you know what? You should go to the USDA and give them the what for.
You might have become a self-taught climatologist.
You might have. So that was that. I hope y'all think that's good, informational, funny. And tell me how far I got in an actual meteorologist class in college.
You did finish.
I had to drop out of that bad boy because I could be the weather girl.
Look at this.
But I
can't do the math.
I can't do the math. So I dropped it before I got a 0. You know what that's about, guys. Anyway, I liked it.
I tried meteorology too because there were, good-looking girls up in the class at A&M.
Oh my gosh.
Because in animal science there weren't. Sorry for those that attended in animal science at the time I was up there. Anyway, I'm gonna get in trouble. Anyway, I couldn't do the math either, but I did like weather.
Right? It is interesting. It is an interesting subject. I did enjoy the class. The math is really something. So if you are truly a meteorologist, hats off.
Hope you like your trig class.
Yeah. I mean, hats off to y'all. But if y'all want to, bust the USDA because you're upset about the January 31st frost date, then you should contact them. Anyway, that's here on our Facebook page if you want to look it up. You can look at the conversation circus that ensued. And I thought it was a great deal of fun, and I love it when y'all comment, whether it's negative or positive. It's fine. It's all good. It's a conversation. That's what a conversation is. It's two sides, baby. Here's another question from Helen King from Instagram. I brought my mint potted plant inside.
Okay.
Do they go dormant?
No.
They can go dormant under certain conditions in the winter, is what I researched.
Oh, well, they can, but if she brought it inside, it shouldn't be.
But I told her
dormancy.
It may have just died, right? That's what I said. Without seeing it, we don't know, right?
It's true that they may go dormant, but the facts that you gave me, that she gave you, that she brought it inside in the garage before the freeze, if it was already green, you wouldn't have gone dormant during the freeze time.
Gotcha. You're right. I'm right.
Now, mint is extremely hardy, and if you lost your leaves, ma'am, the plant is not dead, and the root system is incredibly awesome.
Oh my gosh, mint?
You can't kill it. It's going to come back. Just like we lose most of our mint during the heat of the summer, but in the spring and fall, it's absolutely
right back. Yeah. So that was that question. If y'all have any questions here on Facebook, just drop them, and I will get to them here. If you're watching this later, we thank you. This is Garden Guy Todd Farber, Aggie horticulturist. And if you comment the word week, WEEK, whenever you watch this, then I'll get you some more info, just some freebies for your inbox. Because you know what? I know y'all need more stuff in your inbox. Let's go to some veggie garden info.
You got it.
Oh, let's look at this. We got something here. I'm going to interrupt myself. Sylvia Garay. I hope that's right. Sylvia Garay, welcome. My little fig plant lost all of its leaves. It is a stick.
Well, no problem, ma'am, because a fig is deciduous and it's supposed to lose its leaves in the wintertime. Now, you can also further that one step more by doing the green stem scratch test, and then you'll know for sure that it's alive. But I'm guessing that your fig tree is 100% alive.
Yes, Sylvia. So the scratch test is something we've gone over the past week and a half here on Facebook. You can see it if you kind of scroll through. And essentially that you take your fingernail or a little knife and you're going to scratch a twig. Don't scratch the main. Do you scratch the main on a twig?
But if you can, but the reason why we don't go to the main trunk is because we need to see if the lateral branches are alive.
So check the lateral branches, give it a little scratch. You're looking for green.
You're looking for green.
And if you want to know more about that, Sylvia, you can comment the word prune here, Prune, and I will shoot out to you the whole detail info of how to do that. You're welcome, Sylvia. We thank you for joining us and hope that you've actually liked our page. Yep. Hi, Carol. I will answer that one in a little bit, Carol.
Linda Mello is joining us.
Hey, Linda. All right, I'm going to go. Okay, so I mentioned to y'all, I'm going to go now. I am diving into the veggie garden segment. It's the veggie garden segment with Garden Guy.
Spring up, people.
The last frost date for Houston gardens, according to the USDA hardiness zone, is January 31st. I'm going to stop. Okay, there. I don't make this stuff. I'm giving it to you. Zone 9 has a long growing window with the last frost date of January 30th. Sometimes the USDA says earlier. And that's the big word for the night is vicissitudes. It depends, man. It's all over the map, right? Now, veggie gardeners, here's what I got for you. I'm sure there's more, but this is just some stuff. You can plant your onion sets now. We said this earlier. You can continue planting the cool season crops. We talked about that. Broccoli, cauliflower, Swiss chard. I mentioned that earlier. Peas, collards, kale, kohlrabi.
That's always a favorite of mine.
I don't even think I like that. Lettuce, some lettuces, yeah. Onions, your onion sets, not seeds. Parsley, parsnips. Does anybody eat parsnips anymore?
They sell them, so somebody must buy them.
All right. Beets. People love beets. Radishes, salsify. I mean, I think that's an herb. Spinach. So that's that part. And then, oh, I did say Swiss chard. I already said that. That's really all I have on veggie, garden, cool season vegetables. But I do want to say this.
Hey, Hilly.
Here's Hilly. I want to say that we were very honored this week that Jay White from Texas Gardener Magazine gave us a big old shout out. And it was unsolicited. And I'm going to say one more time that we're very honored. So I'm going to tell you what he said. So if you're watching, this is just pure promotion. Here it goes. This is what he said. If you are looking for reliable, let me start over. This is what Jay White from Texas Gardener said about Garden Guy. If you're looking for reliable gardening information, be sure to follow the Garden Guy. That was awesome. Little tears in the eyes. Then he also said, and I didn't ask him, none of us asked him to say this. He said, Texas Gardener Magazine said, if you need landscaping services in the Houston area, be sure to call Garden Guy. Todd and Sabrina have the skills and the personality to ensure that you get plant happiness, y'all. So Jay,
thank you.
Shout out to you, brother. We appreciate that more than we can say from being a small mom and pop shop. And Todd has worked, to say that Todd has worked hard for 33 years in the field is an understatement, but we appreciate you, Jay. We appreciate you, Texas Gardener, for commenting and recommending Garden Guy. Truly, it's an honor for us to even be mentioned by you. I'm going to go to the Did You Know segment.
Oh, I love this segment.
You love this segment? Everybody loves this segment. All right. Did you know about the prickly pear cactus? Now, I did not know you could eat this thing.
But I did know.
He knew. I don't know. I'm just a girl from Indiana. Comment I said this week on Facebook. If you've eaten the prickly pear. Have you eaten it?
Definitely. And I've taken it straight from the field.
I don't believe you.
Yes, I have.
Is that true?
I've cut the pad off, took my pocket knife, whittled off the stickers.
All right.
And then we cooked it up.
This is I'm going to give you fun facts about the prickly pear cactus, which is a Texas plant. Prickly pear cactus is also known as, my Spanish is crap. I took German. So here I go with my Spanish. Nopales. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's not only resilient, but versatile in the kitchen. Now here's some of the ways that I read that you can enjoy prickly pear. Look, Carol likes it.
There you go.
Nopales. Prickly pear. Here we go. A raw, peel and remove the spines and slice it for a crunchy addition to salad or taco, but you can just eat it like Todd does outside in the field. Grill or roast it. Stir fry it. Smoothies. Take the spines out before you make your smoothie. Please, Lord. Salsa with jalapenos. Pickle them. Saute them and put them in with tacos. An omelet. Soup. And somebody did comment they had a wonderful salad in San Antonio once with Nopales salad. I'm assuming prickly pear. So I thought that was neat. And that's just the fun. Did you know? It's here on Facebook if you want to look at it.
They also produce a fruit that's edible too.
And?
It's delicious. But make sure you scratch the spines off
Oh my gosh.
before you
Yeah, please
consume.
don't come back to us if you didn't. That's not our fault. That's you. That's the you show. All right. The next did you know that I shared this week? That's an easy one. Facts about Texas plants. Did you know? Pecan tree. This is the Latin.
Oh, Carya Illinois.
That must have Illinois in it or something.
I guess it does.
I don't know. Texas is a major producer of pecans. Y'all know this?
Did you know that?
And the pecan tree, native to the state, produces the only commercially grown nut in Texas.
Correct.
Yeah, I love that one. There's a ton that you can say about pecans. We had one, I think it was Bruce again. Bruce told me he picked 60 pounds of pecans this year. And that's a lot.
Well, he would pick up 60 pounds of pecans because you have to shake the tree first to pick them up off the ground.
You're right.
You don't pick them like an apple off the tree.
Oh, all of a sudden, you're a wordsmith.
Well, I'm just telling you.
It comes in and out. It comes in and out, guys. All right. So those are that's the, hey, did you know, Texas plants. So prickly pear, we did that. It's here on Facebook. And we did pecan, and those are fun. I like them. If you want to comment about another Texas plant that you want to know about later, you can comment, and I will put some stuff together, and we'll do it.
Oh, we got some comments on our prickly pear.
Yeah. Oh, look, we've got nopales scrambled eggs like abuelita. I hope my Spanish is good. I'm really trying.
Hey, Billy said you said it right.
Yay, I said it right. Oh, and there's a drink. I did read that there might be some sort of margarita with it. So more power to you. And oh, Carol, you're very sweet. Thank you, Carol. Now, that's a now. She doesn't like the way I said pecan.
Pecan? If you're from North, you would say pecan, but down here in Texas, we say pecan.
I think I say pecan.
You do now.
I don't think much about it.
But when I first met her, it was, oh, you want to go get some pecan?
Yeah, right. Like I would be out picking them up off the ground. And I'm not saying I'm too good to do it. I'm saying I can't really be in the sun. So it's an issue for me.
No, but she made the most awesome chocolate pecan pie when I first met her, but now it's a chocolate pecan pie.
Oh, I still do. Yeah, every Thanksgiving. It's a tradition. And we have now kind of your freebies segment. So listen up. Ready? Comment the word garden. And I'll send you something cool. His best trees, plants, and flowers. This dude knows his stuff. I've got a short list. It's not going to take you forever. It's not War and Peace. It's a short list. Get the job done. Comment garden if you want that list. I'll send it right to you. Comment the word prune if you want to find out more about how to scratch test, which we covered. Scratching for life, scratching testing, scratch test for life. And then how to prune from there. Yeah. And then how to leave things alone, because sometimes you need to live with the ugly right now. We talked about that. That's really all I have for freebies. And I don't really have anything else. We actually ran the whole board here. So I'm very proud of myself for all this info. Hey, I'm very proud. Now let me just look on here and see if we've got any other questions. And I'm actually going to, if y'all bear with me, I'm going to go over to my Instagram. And I'm going to see if I've got any comments, because I might. I haven't quite mastered how to look at those. All right, well, that is good. I would say we've done a great job. It's Thursday the 25th, and we love having y'all here, and we love it that you watch our show later. And here's the thing. A lot of y'all have been invited to our page, and I think that you think you've liked it.
But you haven't.
You haven't. And I just don't know how to get that through to you. So if you can go up to where you have your invites, like there's a section there where you've been invited, you can see that I've invited you and you can just like it. A lot of you, I think even Carol, you haven't even actually liked our page. So if you can like us, here's the thing. We're trying to get to 5,000 followers. It's a big deal for us. We're right on the edge of 4. Honestly, if every person that I've invited liked our page, we'd be well over 5,000. So that's just something that doesn't cost you anything. That would mean a lot to us if you could actually follow and like our page. We would love that very much. So it's January 25th. This is Garden Guy, Todd Farber, the love of my life.
Hey, remember, get out this weekend. The weather's going to be great, and prune.
Yeah, go ahead and prune. If you need to know how to prune or you want to scratch test for life, comment the word prune.
Prune.
That's all you need to do. Anyway, you got anything else?
You know a prune is a dried up plum.
Thank you. Wow.
That's one to leave y'all on.
That's right. Mhm. That's good. All right. Well, y'all are awesome, and we appreciate you here on Facebook and Instagram. Give us a shout out if you need anything. If you have a garden question, we'll be on here next week. I don't know what day because we're doing this thing on the fly. Why?
Because we can.
Because we can. Good night, everyone. We appreciate y'all
Thanks for
very
joining.
much, very much. Good night.